Hey, Ashford Community Church, it is amazing once again to meet with you in this medium. And I want you to know that next Wednesday night, we are going to have a powerful meeting for you. We're going to be sharing some things about end-time Bible prophecy, and I have got my long-standing friend here with us, Wally Wood. And Wally has had an extensive career in the area of news broadcasting, of publishing, of sharing this incredible gifted message that God has given him by revelation to connect to current events, to end-time Bible prophecy. You're not going to want to miss this. Well, listen, I can't just keep talking. I want him to share some things with you that are going to bring you in to a clear understanding. Wally, it's great to have you.
Hey, it's great to be with you. It's been a long time. John and I go back to the 80s together. And at that time, I was in the space program as a news journalist and bureau chief.
Okay.
And I'd started the very first...
Was that with NASA?
With NASA, here in Houston. And I'd started the very first news bureau for the space program. Wow. And that's kind of an odd jump for a minister who knows Bible prophecy. But the Lord opened some big doors, and I was able to meet the original 7 astronauts back in the 70s.
Wow.
And,
well, the heavens declare the glory of God.
Yeah, that's right.
So, I mean, that's
right. And so my ministry has primarily been focused on a broader and deeper sense of end-time prophecy than what you're accustomed to. And he has placed me before world leaders. And the things that we're going to be talking about in these upcoming programs are probably going to shock you because I'll be showing you some things that you've never seen before. Such things like a new world constitution that now exists, a new world flag that now exists that NASA has accepted for their Martian spacesuits.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Wow.
There's also a pledge of allegiance to the Constitution of Earth, and I'll show that to you as well. So there's a lot of things that I'll be showing you that you've probably never seen before. Revelation 13 in the Bible, I've called that the most high-tech chapter in the entire Bible because that entire chapter requires advanced technology to be fulfilled. So I'm looking forward to coming out and spending as much time as John will allow, and I invite you to come too because this is going to be something that you've never experienced before, I'm sure.
Yeah, and it's so cool whenever we can really dig into the Bible and make it applied to our current setting. And man, there are so many things happening on the earth right now. Wally and I have had an opportunity to talk a little bit about these two converging I guess you would say global things that have happened, and of course I'm speaking to the theme of justice that has come out of the George Floyd murder by the police, and then also the COVID-19.
Yes.
And how those things, I tell you what, it feels to me, and I'm in no way an understander of the depth of truth that Wally has concerning end-time Bible prophecy, but it seems to me we're getting set up for something.
There you go. We are being set up. And again, as I said at the outset, these new documents, the Earth Parliament, there's a world parliament that now exists, and I had the privilege of meeting and corresponding with the founder of the World Parliament back in the 80s, and he sent me the early building blocks for this organization that is destined to replace the United Nations when it comes into full power. They've already passed some laws that nations are obligated to keep. So these have been all the building blocks to where we are today and what lies beyond these current events that we're facing today.
Wow, that's really something.
I have a couple of quotes for you here just to kind of enhance this a little bit. Billy Graham, back in 1962, I was 12 years old when I heard him say this on television. He said, "World events are moving very rapidly now. I pick up the Bible in one hand and I pick up the newspaper in the other, and I read almost the same words in the newspaper as I read in the Bible. Those predictions are coming to pass so rapidly. It's wonderful to know that the Bible is still true and is being fulfilled every day around about us." Sir Isaac Newton, in his day, said, About the times of the end, a body of men will be raised up who will turn their attention to the prophecies and insist upon their literal interpretation in the midst of much clamor and opposition. And that's where I feel right at home.
Wow.
I feel like I'm part of that tide. And then to end my part here, the quote that really grabs me, Henry Spock, former NATO Secretary General back during the Kennedy administration, made this comment and observation, I quote, "We do not want another committee. We have too many already. What we want is a man of sufficient stature to lift us out of the economic morass into which we are sinking. Send us such a man, and whether he be God or devil, we shall receive him."
Wow. Did you hear that, guys? There's no doubt that something is happening in our world right now. The Bible calls Satan the god of this world.
Yep.
And he is aligning his systems and his strategy up for the end times. And we are in those days.
Yes.
They're not coming.
Right.
We are in them.
Yes.
And what we're experiencing right now in this global pandemic and in this, even this move that's happening that looks like an incredibly good thing. And in one level, it is an incredible good thing because justice and mercy is something that God has inherently upon his throne. But I want you to know, underneath that, there's a narrative under the narrative that's
Yes.
out there. We're going to be discovering that. So Wednesday nights, beginning next Wednesday, you don't want to miss it. I tell you, Wally will cause you to dig deep into the Bible and dig deep into your prayer closet. Come, be with us. God bless. It's good to have you. Thank you, Wally, for being with us.
Thank you, John.